What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and let's talk about this complaint I got about my vinyl cutter. So the complaint read, fuck that little cutter, you can make no money with it. Talking about my Cameo. So to the angry guy in the comments, I beg to differ, man, because if you're making a custom t-shirt with HTV and you're using your Roland or Graphtec or more expensive cutter, that same t-shirt can be done on this Cameo Plus. I'm gonna feed the same exact vinyl that you use through your Graphtec or Roland cutter. I'm gonna be putting it through my Cameo. It's gonna cut it out. Yours is gonna cut it out. I'm gonna press it on the shirt. You're gonna press yours on the shirt. You price your shirt at whatever you need to. I price it at $20, let's say. I'm still making the same amount of money that you're making with the same exact HTV that you're using. Only difference, we have a different cutter. We probably have a different heat press. Doesn't matter about the equipment. Doesn't matter what equipment you have. You just have to know how to use your equipment. So a lot of times people think you have to get the bigger cutter because it's going to be better. And I made a video about this. That is not true. If you're running 15-inch rolls of vinyl through your cutter, having a 24, 32, 36-inch cutter, and you're still using 15-inch vinyl, what does all that extra space on your vinyl cutter have to do with anything? This Cameo, a lot smaller, feeds a 15-inch roll, cuts 15 inches wide, it cuts vinyl for t-shirts. Your bigger cutter does the same exact thing. We're running the same exact vinyl through the cutter. Is yours gonna cut faster than mine? Probably. It's not a race. I'm not getting judged on how many shirts I could cut or how many pieces of vinyl I could cut on my cutter. All I'm getting judged by is the customer seeing their t-shirt when it's done. So for you to make some crazy blanket statement about you can't make no money with that cutter, beg to differ, because I've made thousands with my Cameo 3, and that was the smaller cutter. I'm talking thousands on top of thousands of dollars using that Cameo 3. That cutter paid for itself within its first week of me buying it. But if I invested in one of these bigger, more expensive, more fancier cutters, the Rolands, the Graphtecs, and I'm spending thousands on it, still gonna do the same exact thing that this Cameo does. I'm not mad or hating on Roland or Graphtec cutters because I used to own the bigger cutters. I've had US cutters, I've had the GCC Expert, I've had a Roland cutter, I've had the Roland Sticka smaller cutter. Before these Cameos and Crickets came out, Roland was the first one to make a smaller cutter. I had that, and that sucker was like $800 back then. That's how long ago it was. Look up now, I don't even know if they make them anymore, but they did a 12, 15-inch cutter, and this is a long time ago. So I've owned the big cutters, small cutters for myself. Small cutter does the job exactly like the big cutter does. If I'm not feeding 20-inch rolls of vinyl through there, why do I need a big cutter? All I'm doing is feeding a 15-inch roll to make t-shirts, cut out some stickers and decals. That's all I'm doing. That's all I need. This Cameo does the job. So if you own a Cricket or a Cameo and you have somebody talking shit and complaining about you can't make no money, prove them wrong. There's a ton of people on my Instagram right now that own Cameos and Crickets that are killing it, making a lot of money. So I beg to differ, Mr. Complainer, because Cameo Plus is doing everything I need it to do. So feel free to keep complaining because it's funny to read them, and you're giving me content for the complaint department. If you wanted to buy any shirts or you wanted to be down with the complaint department, go to bigbrando.com, or you could always go to the complaint department on Instagram. All right, catch you guys on next one, man. Yeah.